I heard he filed for alimony.
So pathetic. I've got this acquaintance who runs a pharmaceutical company over in the States. He's asking if I know anyone reliable I can introduce him to. I see. You did a great job, Sato. Thank you so much. My name is Keiichi Sato, 35 years old. I work as an MR for a large company. MR stands for Medical Representative. It's a type of sales job where you provide information and recommendations about pharmaceuticals to hospitals and other healthcare facilities. I had signed a contract with one of the top 3 hospitals in Tokyo and got recognized with an internal award. When I was out on a sales call, I happened to find out that the hospital's director personally takes our company's medication. That led me to suggest a more effective drug. That's great, Mr. Sato.
Hey, you'll get on the bus's radar.
Phew. Got me all nervous.
Huh. You think it's all about your own achievements, huh?
No, that's not it. It's all thanks to you guys making good medicine.
You never know what your real deal is.
This is my wife, Minako Sato, 35 years old. She's the leader in drug development and is brutally honest with her opinions. As you can see, our recent marriage vibes, not exactly great. Why is Dr. Goro coming here? Didn't make any appointments though. Hello, good to see you. How can I help you today? He's our client, Dr. Goro. Hey, can't you move any faster? You're as slow as ever, making me wait for 10 minutes. I apologize. It was an unexpected visit, so... What a laid-back MR. We doctors are always prepared to respond any time, you know. You're right. I understand how hard it is being a doctor. I wonder what he came here for. Huh? Minako? What's going on?
You know what it means. You're not a kid, right? I've decided to marry Dr. Goro.
What? What? What do you mean?
Huh? Do I need to explain? I'm saying I'm divorcing you and going to be happy with him.
You don't even get it, do you?
I've always admired doctors, you know?
I see.
Being around people in mundane roles like yours, always trying to read people's moods, it just doesn't allow me to grow.
But hey, that's quite sudden. You're pathetic. You seem to be getting carried away with our hospital contract. But let's face it, you just sucked up to the director. No, that's not true. You didn't get the contract through skill. Whenever I asked you something, your response was always, I'll take it back and look into it. Which was quite unreliable. Well, that's... Neither Minako nor the hospital could possibly trust someone like you. Sure, my medical knowledge might not match up to the doctors on the ground, but I'm doing this job with my own set of beliefs. Huh, shame on you. Huh? Stop making excuses. You just want alimony from the divorce, don't you? That's not what I'm saying. I love Minako.
Cut it out! I don't have feelings for you anymore.
Minako, you want alimony, right? Of course. No matter how you spin it, you guys were... Okay, that's enough. I'll wire you a fair amount of cash. You're just lucky enough to have been with such a great woman, so from now on, you better appreciate that memory and move on. The next day...
Do you know about Mr. Sato?
He was messing around with the new hires and got divorced, right?
I heard he filed for alimony.
That's pathetic. My divorce with Minako spread like wildfire throughout the office. And to top it off, there's all these rumors swirling around about me being the bad guy. Seems like Minako had been spreading rumors favorable to herself beforehand. First off, Minako is the research leader and the ace of this company. Meanwhile, I'm just a sales guy. The bad rumor was already being talked about, as if it were the truth. And no matter what I said, it didn't seem like it was gonna change. Thank you again for suggesting a good medicine. My pleasure. You seem pretty down. Heard about what happened with Minako. Tough break, huh? What? You knew about it too. It sounds pretty bad. Right, but I know your sincerity. It's a common story to badmouth the other person first to avoid being seen as the bad guy yourself. Mr. Kondo, I've seen a lot of people, you know. Even if you don't know something, you always do your research and come back with solid answers. You're really diligent and trustworthy, and I always appreciate it. Thank you. You're the only one who says things like that. Seems like you're not able to fully utilize your skills in the current situation. How about changing your environment? Environment? So here's the deal. I've got this acquaintance who runs a pharmaceutical company over in the States. He's asking if I know anyone reliable I could introduce him to. Me? Overseas? Yes. What do you think? It's a 3-year job, main tasks are scouting new clients and mentoring new MRs. But it's all up to you though. I see. Then, can I take on that opportunity? Actually, I have always been interested in overseas pharmaceuticals. That's great! I'll talk to the president about it. Thank you for everything. No problem. In this society, finding someone you can trust is more valuable than anything else, you know. So, after properly handing over my responsibilities, I took a leave of absence from my current company and immediately headed to the States. So, this is America. Everything is so different from Japan.
What should I do?
Huh? Is she Japanese? Maybe she's lost or something. Are you okay?
Actually, I want to go to my grandfather's house, but I don't know how to read a map.
So, you got lost then?
Yes. I grew up in the countryside, so I'm not used to the city.
Haha, I get it. I'm pretty new here myself, just came from Japan. Mind if I take a look at that map?
Yes, thank you.
I think this map is old.
What?
See, it looks like the name of buildings and streets are quite different here.
Really?
She's so close.
True! Wow, you're amazing!
Huh?
I asked someone else for help, but either they ignored me or just gave me the cold shoulder, saying they weren't sure. Can you send me this map? I'll give you my contact info.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Thank you so much.
Well, it's not a biggie. Well, take care then.
Thank you. I'll definitely make sure to return the favor someday.
Since then, Yui has often contacted me. Then one day, about a month later... I see.
Keiichi? Are you Keiichi by any chance? Nice to see you again! What a pleasant surprise!
Yui, long time no see. Do you know him?
Yes! He's Keiichi, who helped me out when I was lost.
Thank you for helping her.
Grandpa?
Are you alright? I've been feeling a bit under the weather lately. Even though I've been taking medicine, I'm not getting any better. I see. Mind if I take a look at your medication for a moment? Sure. Are you supposed to be splitting these tablets? Did the hospital tell you to do that? It wasn't exactly an instruction. More like they were just given to me like this. You do split larger pills sometimes, but with this one, it ends up being too potent if you do.
If the medicine works too well, then why not?
It might be okay for a healthy adult male, but sometimes it can put too much strain on the body, depending on the situation. I see. I hope I'm not overstepping, but would you consider going to this pharmacy nearby? If you need to see a doctor, I can write you a referral letter as well. A referral letter? I actually work in the pharmaceutical field. That pharmacy over there is a really reliable place. Here you go. Thank you so much. You've been a big help, not just to me, but to my granddaughter as well. He seems like a good man, as you told me.
Grandpa?
What's wrong? You've been talking about Keiichi who helped you almost every day.
Hey, come on.
Oh, Keiichi. There's someone I'd like you to meet. Huh? Thank you so much. I learned a lot.
Keiichi.
I never thought that your grandfather would be a professor at the university and introduce me to a professor at the medical school.
I'm glad I could be of help. Oh, by the way, thanks to you, my grandpa's health is all better.
Wow, good to hear that.
Well, What are you going to do after this?
Nothing in particular.
Really? Then I'll hook you up with some great eats.
That would be great. But is that okay?
Both my grandpa and I can't thank you enough for all the help. We'll make sure to pay it back by introducing you to some delicious eateries and fun spots.
So, Yui showed me around to various shops and cultural spots, and we had a blast. So, while I was in the States, I steadily gained knowledge and experience, and before I knew it, the promised 3 years had passed. I heard about your achievements over there. Looks like you've wrapped up your work. So you want to come back to Japan soon? Yes. So I bid farewell to Yui and her grandpa, and headed back to Japan. Thanks to Mr. Kondo speaking to the president on my behalf, I was able to smoothly return to my original position. Sato's back, huh?
After doing terrible things to Minako, he's just waltzing back here like nothing happened?
This is messed up, man. All the documents from the 3 years I was gone. Excuse me, could you get Minako to the president's office? Huh? Why do you ask me that? I've been given advisory roles too, thanks to my experience in advanced medical countries. Oh, okay. Hold on a minute.
Oh, so you're really back, huh? Why did you summon me? I'm kinda busy, you know.
I got to see the documents from when I was away, but I'm concerned about the high cost of the pharmaceuticals you produce.
Cost? You're just an MR, aren't you? This is beyond your jurisdiction, isn't it? Instead of meddling in things you shouldn't, go to your sales work.
I'm sorry, but this is my opinion as an advisor.
Advisor?
Yeah, I'm thinking of leveraging his valuable experience to get advice for the whole company. He's been highly praised on the other side too.
What? But boss!
You should know that his authority is higher than yours.
You've gotta be kidding!
I'm not kidding. What's up with these unnaturally high-cost transaction data?
What's this grudge all about? Because I dumped you? You've gotten quite bold in just 3 years.
I don't bring personal feelings into work. I just want a detailed explanation, that's all.
Annoying. This is going nowhere.
Right. It seems that this conversation is going nowhere.
He's just nitpicking without really understanding the situation.
I'm talking about your attitude.
Huh? No way.
I'll reach out to the hospital about this matter and get them to cooperate with the investigation.
Hold on. Are you going to believe what he says?
If you have nothing to hide, then why are you so upset? Just stay quiet until the investigation results come out.
I understand.
So, I started to investigate Minako's case. Turns out, Minako had been secretly prioritizing the sale of high-priced drugs to the hospital. While I was overseas, it seems my replacement MR was being manipulated into carrying out unfair schemes. Afterward, we had to quickly go apologize to the hospital where our client, Dr. Goro, is located. This is a trust-breaking matter. I'm terribly sorry. Did you know about this, Goro? Well, of course not. She just did it on her own. As far as she's in her current position, I'll have to reconsider our dealings with you. She'll be removed from her leadership position, so please spare us from that.
You're removing me from leadership? What are you talking about? Don't mess with me.
Minako!
I've put in so much effort to get to this position, you know.
Stop it, Minako.
But...
I'll get you transferred to my cousin's pharmaceutical company. So, just behave yourself, alright?
Hey! That's way smaller than where I work now.
But I'll make you a leader. I mean, I can even arrange for a higher position.
Well, if that's the case, I'm fine. I'm quitting this company voluntarily.
In the end, we managed to resolve the situation by removing Minako from the leadership role and agreeing that I would take full responsibility and support going forward. A few days later. Excuse me. Oh, it's you. Need approval for the medication, right? Yes, it's the new headache medication we talked about a while ago. Oh, right. I remember something like that. It's a new deal, but it's with my cousin's pharmaceutical company, so as long as we get the paperwork signed, we're good to go. I'm not too familiar with this, so I've called in someone reliable. You can talk to him. Someone reliable? Excuse me. Why are you here? I had him come over. Is it strange to seek the opinion of someone knowledgeable about drugs? Nah, but this guy is like bottom of the barrel as an MR, you know. Back in the day, I might have not been a full-fledged MR yet. But because you questioned my ability as an MR, I studied cutting-edge stuff in the States. So, about that new drug. The thing is, the budget for the application doesn't seem to match up with the actual ingredients and intended effects. Any idea why? What? What's with you all of a sudden? I've been asked by the director to check the materials in advance. What? So, mind if I ask you to answer that question from earlier? What do you know about drug development anyway? Thanks to you, I've become more knowledgeable about pharmaceuticals as an MR. I just handed over the materials from our pharmaceutical client. I didn't know anything about it. So, that pharmaceutical company is run by your cousin, right? We've got evidence suggesting you requested changes to the data content. What do you have to say about that? This is nonsense! Director, you're going to trust what he says. I'm out of here. Maybe I've spoiled him too much. Huh? You got here with connections alone. And yet, I don't see you trying to match your abilities to your position. What? Look at Keiichi. He's gone abroad, gained experience, and come back all grown up, hasn't he? Why don't you go to a conflict zone and polish yourself up too? Huh? What the heck? That sounds like a demotion to me. If you deliver results, you'll probably be able to come back. If not, you might be stuck overseas for good. No way. My future was supposed to be bright. Afterwards, Minako transferred to a pharmaceutical company, but without Goro's backing, she didn't get any position. And just ended up moving to a smaller pharmaceutical company.
Why the heck did this happen?
After all the struggle, ended up having a big fight with Goro. And they got divorced. She couldn't marry into money. It seems she's in a tough spot, losing support, unable to secure a position, and even dealing with rumors of a messy divorce swirling around the office. Meanwhile, I heard that Goro is heading to a conflict zone overseas for medical missions. Word has it that he's facing life-threatening situations and seems to be contemplating nothing but escape. Hey! Why the hell did things end up like this? He may never come back with any results.
Grandpa! I'm so glad!
Yui's grandpa regained some strength with the right meds, so he decided to have the surgery back home in Japan. I hooked him up with Mr. Kondo's hospital, where I've been getting help for years. He set up the best doctor for Yui's grandpa, and the surgery went well. Now his condition is on the mend. By the way, our pharmaceutical company handles the medication for Yui's grandpa, including dosage and administration. I owe you so much for everything you've done for me.
Aw, I'm really grateful to you. Seriously, I look up to you so much.
Haha, thanks. By the way, Keiichi, do you have a girlfriend or fiancé?
Girlfriend? Fiancé?
No, I don't. I'm busy with work right now. I see. Alright then. I guess I'll be leaning on you for a while longer. Since Yui seems to be really fond of you.
Hey! Grandpa!
Thanks for watching to the end.
Please subscribe to our channel too!